Hello everybody, this is the Harbinger, this is Shapes 2 and I am excited to get into this game. It came out about a week ago and I have been playing Shapes 1 earlier at my channel, so it's gonna be nice to see a sequel here. And my first impressions, I've been playing the game for about an hour before we put on the camera just to see what's different and stuff. And my first impressions is that this is a sequel done right. This is a very nice spiritual successor to the first game. It got 99% positive reviews at the early access, which is really good. And yeah, it's not just a remake of the first game. They have done a lot of different things. Basically, the first game was a prototype, and this is the real game. So I'm excited to get to play it here. Let's get in it. We need to make a game here. It's going to be Harbinger's Factory. Let's actually make that my proper gamer tag here, and we have to do this tutorial first, and let's make it a challenge. Okay, first thing we have to make sure that we are promising not to make spaghetti factories and not damage any buildings. And then we are here at the first tutorial. We are forced to play this tutorial here, but it's fine. We are gonna understand what to do here. And we are learning about anchors here. That's nice. We do this, this, and this. And what's really nice about Shapes 2 is that they are automatically merging and splitting depending on what you do. For example, if we do this, and then we can do something like that, and there it automatically makes a splitter. It automatically makes mergers, and it's just very much easier to do things. And we got these nice launchers here to launch shapes over gaps. That's pretty cool. And yeah, let's just push things into the vortex here, which I mean is a really nice way to do the places for where we want our shapes to finally end up. It's so satisfying to see all of the shapes just swirling around in the vortex of doom, and yeah, really satisfying once we get there. Now we have to learn how to rotate the camera and stuff, yada, and yeah, just look at this descending into nothingness. Let's see, we also have to open the knowledge panel to look at earlier tasks. Fine. And yeah, now that we learned how to deliver these shapes, we need to learn how to cut these shapes in halves. We are learning this by learning how to do the cutting here. We're gonna need multiple buildings per belt, so let's just do this and create this lovely automatic split and merge things here, and they're just gonna make these here. So the cutters from Shapes 1, they are cutting shapes into two halves, while these are basically just destroying half the shapes, which is not too great with the eyes of efficiency. So let's see if we can do this. We will make sure that they are merging over there. Then we can basically repeat the cycle for these guys. Anchor and there. And let's also do it for these guys. And just make sure we are doing this efficient. While we're doing this, we also need to get out the square boys, which is done like this. And let's just merge them up over there. Send these guys over there. Send these guys over there. And send these guys all the way over here. It's so satisfying. All of these shapes is flying into here now. Now we need to do this again, so let's remove these here and So since we aren't taking care of the shapes we are destroying, we have very low efficiency in making these guys. The water exhibits any shape in any rotation. This is also a nice difference from shapes 1, where we have to deliver the shapes in the correct orientation to make them happen. So yeah, now we're making these, and now we also need to cut out these squares here, which we are easily going to do by doing these guys. And let's also do these guys over here. And then we are gonna get into the after we've done this, we are gonna get further quests. Let's just make these guys even longer. That way we can cut more shapes more efficiently. And I guess it's also about time to upgrade over here. And yeah, we are going to remove a lot of this early nonsense once we unlock some more factory parts, because we are going to get a lot of unlocks after we have delivered these early shapes here. Just need 5 more of these, and here we are. So now we can go here and look at the milestones. We are unlocking milestones level 2 here. We are unlocking the stacker and the second floor, and we are unlocking tasks, which are gonna be pretty nice here. So we can soon buy new upgrades, and that's why we need to remove the majority of stuff we already unlocked here. So tasks, these are side quests that we can deliver here, and when we unlock these tasks, we will be awarded research points. These research points we can use to upgrade belt speed, cutting speed, stacking speed, a lot of other kinds of stuff, and we can unlock new kinds of things. And yeah, we certainly want to do this. This is the base cutter from the first game, where we are still keeping both parts, and I kind of want to do this as our first thing, because I think that's going to be much more efficient. So we're gonna try to rush towards this, which means we need to finish these 3 tasks, or these 4 tasks. We need 6 research points. Milestones, this is the different types of tasks we need to do to unlock the blueprints. Then we need to unlock space platforms, and then we are unlocking the final game, which is gonna be the main goal of the tutorial here. Now we need to learn how to make stackers, but before we do that, let's start by making these squares here, and then we can focus on making these here. Stackers, they are slow, so always place multiple of them as they're said here. We need to stack circles on top of squares. So let's make a factory over here, and we are now making different kind of flooring. Yes, make that go away, please. So let's do something like this over here and back down, and now we have design space under here that we can use for the other stuff. Let's bring these squares over here and put them here like this. We are gonna put them into here, and we're gonna put them into here. Then we are gonna take these circles from over here, bring them up to the second floor by pressing the E, anchoring them here and putting them into here and here. here we have 10 of these stackers, and they are gonna make us these buttons on mass. So this have the output go into here, and then these guys don't have to split their outputs. And we're learning how to mark and delete an entire area. That's probably gonna be nice. So what's the issue here? The issue is currently that there are no circles here. They are gonna be fine. So put you guys into there, and put you guys into here. There's a helicopter outside in case you're hearing something in the background. I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. And now we should soon be seeing these circles falling on top of squares and being merged. And here it is. Nice. Now, do we have enough input for these guys, or should we take a second? Second line as well? I think it won't hurt if we also, let's see, if we don't need you guys over here. Let's see, do this and that, and let's make you guys go there, and instead of you guys going there, I want you guys to come over here, and you guys are gonna be the only ones delivering to that side, and you are gonna be the only ones delivering to this side. Same thing, take these guys and come over here. You guys are now gonna be the new people delivering over there, and you are gonna be the ones delivering over here. Doubling the efficiency. Okay, or at least doubling the input. And we need to also be able to deliver more efficiently. We don't need to deliver these shapes anymore, so that thing can go. And let's just put these guys into over here instead of merging two belts over here. Let's see, it's really slow over here. Is that only because we have too many of these? We had too much input for the amount of work the stackers can do. How can we look at the speed of our stackers? Our stackers are currently doing 10 a minute, while these are doing 60 a minute. That means that we basically want a ratio of 6 to 1 in stackers. That's nice to know. Jump. And we should probably do it over here as well. Wrong way around, stacker. And like this, we should now have the correct stacker to belt ratio. Now it is currently really slow, so it is gonna be tempting to spend some of the upgrade points at upgrading belt speed and stuff, but I think getting to the cutter first is gonna be a higher priority. However, we need to start working on these tasks. I'm gonna mark them as tasks we are currently trying to do, and we will just have to start doing these. We don't need these factories here anymore, so let's use these to make this thing over here. We already know the ratio we want, so let's do 1 2 3 4 5 6 here. Push the first line over there and the second line over here, and that should output the correct amount of these. Secondly, let's build this guy. We can either take it from over here, but we're already using most of our squares here. So let's make another square line in of these guys. There's also another set of circles over here that we can use later. So let's take the extractors and extract all of these squares. and we try to push all of them into some lines here. And this is gonna be nice. We take one line of these over here, and these are gonna have 6 stackers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna have some more stackers over here, and they're gonna go in there. And now we have a belt that creates 60 of these a minute, so we should be done in like 4 minutes. For these guys, we need a third belt of squares. That means we can either take one of these belts over here, or we could just accept it going a little bit slower. So actually let's do a thing here. We can do this to make half of them go over here, and then we take this belt over here, and he is gonna be the top for this group, and we are gonna do something like this. We are making it slower to produce the single stacked, but we are gonna increase the amount of double stacked we are getting. Double stack means that it's 3 level, but single stack means that it's 2 levels. Yeah, at least it works in my head. And here we have those. We are currently gaining 4 research points in about a little while. Now, let's also work on the current milestone tasks. We need to make these guys, and we need to make these guys. So these guys are pretty easy, we just cut in half what we already got. Same thing with that, we just rotate this and cut it in half. These are gonna require a little bit more thinking, but we are certainly going to get there. So yeah, let's just do this really easy here. Cut up all of these guys and deliver them. That's gonna be done. These guys. Same thing here, we just have to take half of these guys. And let's see, I did some wrong there. Let's do this. Then we take these guys and go over here. So I want to use this line for that. I still want these guys to come over here. So let's see. Half of you are making triples, half of you are being doubles delivered, and now another half of you are half pieces that are going here, which means that we need to cut you guys once more and then deliver you. Okay. However, before we are cutting you, we also need to rotate you. Then we need to cut you, and then you can be delivered. Right. Yes, now we are delivering the correct shape here. And now we just have to take time as a part of our help here. Yes, that was a thing. So we are currently having an imbalance of shapes going in at the top part and at the bottom part. We have a third lane here, so let's make use of that. Let's exchange these two, and let's make this lane into another producer. So every other of these guys are gonna go to either side, and then we are making more of these guys. So that means that we can support 3 stackers here. Make you into that thing, and make you into that thing. So let's see if we also take you guys up earlier. We can use this space below here to introduce more of our guys down here. This should be input shapes from 6 stackers. This should input the same amount of squares on top, and we should have a lot more of these pyramids being produced now. So we now have our first research point. Yay! The follow-up thing is just cut it in half, which is gonna be very easy to do. We just need to find out where we made those. That is here. So let's cut them all up and deliver them like that. Now, there are some optimizations we probably can do. Also, we could be starting to work on producing a little bit more of these guys. We don't need this anymore. So we could stack these on top of each other. For example, let's see. We can afford to have one more line here. And yeah, it's cutty, rotate, cutty. These guys are, let's see, you guys are coming out here, going up to the second floor, and going over here. That's going to be correct. Then we are creating 3 stackers. And that's going to be the new output. They are now producing more of these guys. And let's do the same thing over here. Turn this into another one of those kind of factories. Scoop. Second floor. Back over there. You guys create stackers. And we have some more of these shapes. Cool. We could do the same thing with these half circles as well. Produce half circles over here. Stack them. Yeah, let's do this over here. Do we care about sanding them first? Probably not. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Extract. You guys are gonna be the bottom half here. You guys are gonna be the top half. Oops, there it is. Nice. It's so satisfying. It's so easy to get into. I really just love the flow I'm feeling from the game. The first playthrough here. Oh, now we need to do some more cuts. I guess we can even do this. Right, okay, pyramids are done. That's unlocked, and now we need to stack pyramids on top of pyramids. So we can, at least I think that's how it works, pyramids and pyramids, or is it, or do we have to take it really slowly? Let's repurpose this part of the factory here, and make pyramids here, and then take half of them and put them on top of each other. So you guys are gonna be the bottom row, you guys are gonna be the top row. We are first doing 6 stackers. So then we are taking you guys there, and you guys here into new stackers. And yeah, they're producing the triple pyramid. Cool. They leave them there. Easy. Right, now we need to do these guys, which is basically just these guys rotated and cut again. So let's do that. And put you guys here. I guess we have to do the same thing here. And just imagine how much easier it will be to reach 1080 of these kinds of shape if we don't have to toss away 2/3 of these shapes. This is so inefficient. We are removing so much potential delivery rooms there that we yeah, it's just so wasteful. But that's gonna be a lot better once we unlock the cutter, which we are very close to be doing. We are soon getting a lot more points from this guy and from this guy, and then we are gonna be having enough research points to unlock the Shapes 1 cutter, which I think is gonna be a really decent upgrade to what we're doing. And then we're just gonna very soon after that be unlocking belts and cutting and these kinds of improvements as well. And I'm also really eager to see how the swapper works, how some of these other upgrades works, because there are some pretty decent upgrades. And like, there are so many upgrades down here that we just can't see yet either, because we haven't done the tutorial, and they don't want us to waste research and stuff. A third floor, it's gonna be really cool once we get to that final upgrades here. So why are we doing so slow over here? Right, it's because we're spending half of them to cut up, half of them are going in there. Yeah, we just need more squares. This is going slowly. This is going very slowly. We're doing the correct thing here. I don't think we are. Let's see. How many? You guys can cut 20 a minute. This means you need 3 of these per belt, right? But yeah, rotation is quicker, so you don't need. This just feels like it's wrong though. Why is there such a queue here? Huh. I guess we have to recalibrate sooner or later anyway, because we are soon here at our research goal. Thank you. Then we're gonna go in here and take the cutter upgrade, and that's just gonna be a lot better. So first things first. Instead of having these guys here, we will do something else. You guys are now instead, let's see, place this thing here, do this, this, and this, and we are merging them like this. And now we are delivering twice the amount of shapes, because we are cutting them out like this. What's the yeah, so they are cutting at the speed of 15, while these are cutting at the speed of 20. So they cut a little bit slower, but we're giving twice the output, which is a huge difference. Put you guys into here as well. So we need to be doing this over here too. Remove all of these wasteful procedures. Put in these guys. And output them like this. 2 of them goes there. And let's see. Two of these go here, and now we have 3 belts inputting this, like, right? No, that's just spaghetti, and we promised not to do spaghetti. So 3 belts delivering these kinds of shapes. Some of them are rotated, but that's fine. And they are plummeting into the vortex. Right. These shapes, we now need to do those. And this is specifically the design base I was talking about. That's going to make it a lot easier. So we have delivering 2 belts of these, and we are stacking them off top like that. And we are basically gonna quadruple the amount of these we can produce by doing it like this. So each of these stackers are producing them at 10, so 3 of them can support 2 of these. So let's do something like this and this. Let's see, we're doing something like what's my wrong thinking here? We do something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 of them turns into they didn't want to do it like that. 6 of them produces enough shapes for 1 belt, and 4 of these cutters eat from those belts. So let's just have them back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and these again, they need to be rotated, all of them, and they can deliver into the same amount of cutters. So then we are, do we need to really do it like this? Fine. And here we have it. Okay. This feels a little bit redundant. I don't know. Maybe it will catch up once we catch up and use all the space here. But the math checks out. These produce at 60. These cut at 15, so it should be precise. But even though it doesn't look like it, let's not dwell too much about it. We also need to be starting on, so we are making all the shapes we need currently, except for this one, even though we are making this one at a really slow pace. Are we actually delivering those, or is that something that has been delivered earlier? I see that there's like, these are blue, and I think that maybe means we have delivered them the last couple of minutes, while this one is gray. So that might maybe mean that we have delivered it earlier, but we aren't delivering them currently. Anyway, let's look at the tasks. So we have delivered this guy, and that's no longer needed. So we can dismantle this thing over here, and I think we shall do that because we're going to need a space for other things instead. And I also don't want to be so wasteful with our resources. So let's take this belt over here, remove this thing, and we are gonna split these guys into halves. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough to make these belts count. And then we are gonna do rotations. and I actually want to make sure we have this same rotation when we come out here. So let's do this. Then I want to do another cut, and we are going to do like this, and now we are producing them like this. Then I want all of these to be in the same orientation. I basically want to easily... What's this thing? Oh, it's like... Okay, I can hide the upper floors. So I want to be able to have all of these guys be the same part of the input per place. So these are gonna be the one of the inputs, and we're gonna do this same. Gonna do a similar thing with these this other line here. We can take it over here, perhaps. Take it over here and take it back down over there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are gonna do some rotations. Actually, let's rotate them the other way around here. And then we are having new cutters. And then we need another set of rotations here. And now we have the input and the output of a 6 stacker machine here. So let's do this thing. Gather them up and deliver them. Same thing with these guys, but we can get them up over here. Second floor, deliver them down here and deliver. And they are making these guys nice. Cool. So, are we doing some redundancies? These guys are making these guys. No. These guys are making stuff we don't need to deliver. And it doesn't need to look like we need to deliver them down the line either. They are not a part of any of these further upgrade things. So let's demolish this part of the factory and make these squares into half squares. So delete that. This is going to be easy. We first make double squares by doing 6 stackers and 6 more inputs over here. Then we are at the ground floor. We are taking these stackers into some 4 cutters. As we learned, that's the decent ratio, and then we just have to deliver these shapes. I just realized what's wrong with the other thing around here. So what's wrong, you might ask? We are producing 60 a minute over here, so 1 second, and here we are treating 60 a minute and producing 120 a minute. So yeah, we could increase this efficiency by a lot by just making sure we have a lot more of these cutters on this side. So basically these 2 guys are producing enough for 1 belt here. Then these guys are producing enough for another belt. These two guys should produce enough for the third belt. And these guys should produce enough for a fourth belt. Now let's make sure that we are putting inputs. Did this make sense? This doesn't currently make sense. So these two produce enough to feed these four. And then we take this out, reverse the direction here, and anchor it over here. And these two produce enough for these two guys. Oh, these four guys. Something like that. No. There we are. Yes. So now that we fixed that, we are done with that task, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Of course, we are supposed to stack them next to each other. That's gonna be a different kind of issue here, because we have to make sure they have the correct orientation before we stack them up. I believe that's a issue we have to solve before we get them past here. Yeah, because we want to have them all in the same orientation before we cut them the second time. Then we just have to flip one of them 90 degrees, and that's gonna be cool. So what I think we are doing is that we are deleting most of this and replacing them with something that looks like this. And then we change this orientation a little bit. What's this? Vortex indicates whether or not we are delivering the correct shapes. So yeah, we don't need these anymore. That's totally fine. We can make this happen with it later. We just have to fix this first. So let's see. I kinda want to do this. And just put this into four stackers. So this should output the correct shapes. Whoop. Yeah. Then we just do the same thing once more. I mean, do we have room for it over here? We don't, because I didn't respect the need for expansion here. Ah well. Let's take these and let's spend some of these upgrade points. We want faster belts, and we probably also want faster stacking. I think we have a lot of stacking to do, so we're producing these a lot faster now. That's great. We should also be producing these guys a lot faster, and we should be delivering them faster, so we are great at that. Now let's produce more of these pyramid boys. Now, what is the best way to change this? We don't need these anymore, so let's Let's delete this part of the factory and this part of the factory. And we also don't need all of these deliveries. And let's just make 6 simple stackers over here. And make these the second tier. And let's see how this works. So now the belt transports 90 every minute, and the stackers produce 15 every minute. So it's still a 6:1 ratio here. That's the correct thing. So yeah, double the amount of these guys we produce. That's neat. We have these guys producing. Let's get to work producing these guys, which is half of a half stacked pyramid and a circle. So it's basically these guys combined with circles, which means that we probably don't need to deliver these guys anymore. So we can take you guys out like that. We have the circles over here. Can we cut you in the second floor? We can. Let's think more about whether or not we can, and not that much about whether or not we should. Okay, so we have these guys in the correct orientation over here. Then we need to make these guys also be in their correct orientation, which means that these guys need to be double rotated. And then we just stack these guys. 15 and 15. Yeah, so this is currently a 1-to-1 ratio. What's my quandary here? I think this should be fine. Not perfect, but fine. These are let's see, double check. These are producing, no, we're producing twice as many of these that we need. Well. That basically just means we can do this once more and still feed it from the same place here. Yeah, we can do this once more and still feed it from the same place. We should be doing that, right? Just make more of these guys. And let's see, you guys are coming in here, while you guys are coming in here. Does this make sense? Probably not. Dun, 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 dun. it's not perfectly balanced. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the middle, and this is just the wrong math. But since it's 7 here and 7 here, and it should be 6 or something, but I will accept it for now. And oh, we need another lane for delivery, or at least I want one. Right, this task is done. That's 4 more points. We need to decide what we're going to upgrade here. Let's do level 1 cutting, I guess. And then we can unlock these guys afterwards, but I also want to see what kind of task we have ahead of us here before we are deciding too much about which of the upgrades we are taking. It looks like we can see all of them, but I don't see what the thing is here, so I kind of want to wait the 100 shapes we have left here before we are doing that. I am feeling that there should be some kind of speed up mechanic here, but I guess that is basically what we are unlocking here, the speed up mechanic. So let's not miss it too much here. So this is going really slow. Right. No? We just upgraded cutting. It shouldn't be too bad though. These 2 guys should produce enough shapes for these 4 guys. How is cutting? You're creating 45 each minute, and you can accommodate 90. So one of these belts should accommodate 2 of these guys. Oh, it's the stackers that's the problem, right? No. You aren't producing because... Oh! That's the weird issue, but okay. So, what is happening here? So, it's basically that since these guys... So this guy is getting all of his shapes, and is also getting half of the shapes coming from here. This guy is getting half of these shapes and half of the shapes coming from here, because they're splitting. So these guys are getting a larger proportion of the amount of the shapes they're having. So these guys aren't getting anything, and therefore these guys can't empty. So these guys can't create more stuff. So we need to redo this part anyway, and that's fine because I kind of also wanted to optimize it a little bit more. So we want to use all of the space. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. Then we did one of these orientations, right? Milestone completed. Woohoo! Prioritize the milestones first. We recommend prioritizing the milestone shapes first and doing the side task while they are being delivered. Yay! Okay, next milestones are... Okay, blueprints. We thought you might need this. You can now copy and paste parts of your factory, but not the messy ones, please. Right, this is a really neat part of the game. Blueprints. So yeah, now we just need to do these shapes here. And I am going to do, as the game suggests, work on the milestones first. So here we need to basically take... we need to invent a totally new kind of shape here. So it's almost these things, but it's not really. Actually, we can reuse these guys to make these guys down the line. So let's not mess up these things. Let's instead mess up these things and these things, because we don't need these anymore. Let's do this, and we want to take you guys. So what do we want to do here? I kind of think that we want to try to make the top layer here. Make this, cut it in half, reorientate it, and reattach them. Does that make sense? Is that going to be correct? I don't know. No, we have to mirror them as well. Let's try and see what happens. First we take it a little bit further, and then we cut it up like this. No, two of these is enough to accommodate the entire line here. And now we have a belt of those. Then we are destroying this part of the factory. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. And we are taking you guys. 1, 2. Rotate. Which orientation we want to make? We want them in. We want in this orientation, right? And then we are taking 6 of these. You guys can be on the top, and you guys can be on the bottom here. We're producing those shapes. Now, these shapes again, we want to take them out here, cut them back up after after a rotation. So 90, and these guys rotate at 45, so we need 2 of those. Then we cut them up. Oh yeah, yeah, that's the trick. That is the trick. So we need to merge the ones that are similar here. So you guys go up, you guys go up, and over here, no, you will rotate, and you will, no, you will rotate and you will not. And these guys are gonna be stacked together. So it's just a really, it's really just about sorting these guys out now. Let's see. Rotate twice. And that's the correct shape. It's just horribly inefficient to do it like this, I think. But let's see how many lanes this takes. So yeah, do that. Go over here. Rotate. stack, and stack. So I am assuming that this is gonna be a really slow production, but I guess it's not too bad. Stackers produce, 2 stackers produce 30, which is a third of a belt. So the question is, could we do this thing more? No, the question is, how do we do this without without having how do we scale this? That's the big question. So we have 6 of these, which is 90, which is 1 belt. Okay, that's fine. 1 belt is 90, which means that we need to have 4 of these guys, which also means that we need to find a way to make this work without this spaghetti. And I think that that's gonna be a fine task to start on in the next episode. Thank you guys for following me playing Shapez 2 here at Harbinger's channel. It's I think it looks like it's gonna be a pretty neat game here, and it has a lot of potential because just look at how many shapes we are allowed to play with in the future. So yeah, here is the vortex. We are gonna fill this bad boy up with tons and tons of shapes. Thank you guys for watching again. This is Harbinger, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.